everyone. Today in my video, what I'm going to show you how to do is make an E-lunch. This is an easy E-lunch, or it is a great dinner for the days that are too hot and you don't feel like making dinner. This is in the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. It is in the original book. It is called the Waldorf Cottage cheese salad there if you have the original book on page 300. And also in the original book, it has some great other versions where you get the Mexican cottage cheese salad and also the Cajun cottage cheese salad. And those two are fuel pulls, but the way I'm going to make it today is an E. And it is also right here. All right, it is on page 190. All right, so this is going to be the Waldorf Cottage cheese salad. It is a great, quick and easy lunch. It is something you can take to work with you. It is something you can take to the park with your kids. If you're going to the park, you're going to meet some moms. So your protein is basically your cottage cheese. So I'm going to start off by putting my cottage cheese on my plate. All right, so there is my cottage cheese. It looks like a lot, doesn't it? It's very filling. All right, but it is an E, so you'll most likely be hungry in a little bit. A lot of times with an E meal, do you notice that you're hungry sooner than the 3 or 4 hours? So this would be good to have like a shake with, perhaps, or have a quick fuel pull snack so it doesn't ruin your next fuel, whatever you're eating next. All right, so what I'm going to do next is cut up my celery. I've noticed when I make this that I like it better when the celery pieces are these little bite-sized pieces. I've made it when they're bigger, but I've noticed that I like this better this way. So this is how I'm going to do it from now on. Just make them smaller, more bite-sized, like diced rather than sliced. And this is like the inside of my celery, so they're very pale. They're almost like a white yellow. So I'm using almost 3 slices of celery because the pieces are quite short on the inside of the celery, you know what I mean, right? So I'm going to slice this up, and for seasoning, I just add salt and pepper at the end. All right, so there is my celery all nice and diced up. I'm going to add that to my cottage cheese. Just excuse the kid noises. The 4-year-old likes to be loud to voice her opinion. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is cut up my apple. An apple is an E, a nice, great E. So my apples are going to be cut up also and added to my Waldorf salad. Now, if you're bringing this to work to eat, and you think maybe that the apple will turn brown, then you can just always slice it up at work if you're able to. But I brought this to church on Sunday, and it sat in the fridge in a little Tupperware container for a couple hours before we ate it, and my apples were fine. It's a nice crunchy lunch. And as I said before, it is really great for these hot summer days that we're all experiencing right now. You don't have to heat up your kitchen. You don't have to turn on your oven or your slow cooker. You just cut this up. And you can always add like some lemon or lime juice to your apple also to prevent it from turning brown. And a tip that I learned from another Trim Healthy Mama was to make this even more filling and more food. Like if you think that you're not going to get full from this, what you could do is put it on a bed of lettuce. So put it on top of a salad. And you just have more goodness there. I've only done that a few times because I saved my lettuce for a big salad and used this for this. All right, so there you have it. See, that's a big plate of food right there. All right, you're fine, sweetheart. No more whining. Okay, so I add a little bit of pepper.
I don't like that.
No, it makes you sneeze, doesn't it? And a little bit of salt.
I like
And it also
salt.
says that you can put some squirts of liquid aminos on it or some cayenne pepper. But you know that the sisters are always adding cayenne pepper. They like that Cajun spice to their foods. Alright, so then when you're all done chopping up all your ingredients, you can add a little tiny bit of walnuts. Just a small amount. And you could chop them up on your cutting board. I'll just break them up with my hands to make them into smaller pieces. And then you have your lunch. This is one of my favorite E's. And there's no grains involved in this, so you know there's no rice and stuff. So what makes it an E is the carbs in the apple, the carbs in the cottage cheese, and you get good protein. It's just an all-around delicious, simple lunch, and make it for dinner. If somebody ordered pizza, this is what you can have to stay on plan. Somebody's going out for fast food or subs. Make this and whip this up in your kitchen. And as you can see, there's no special ingredients, you know? So just give it a little stir and eat it up, and you have yourself a great lunch. The summer that I was on Trim Healthy Mama for the first time, which was, I believe, was that 2014? I ate this almost like probably 3 times a week for lunch, to get my e-meals in, and also that it was so great because we went to the park every day, just about. So it was great to take to the park with me. And it was easy to just put it in a bowl and take. So there you have it. If you've made this before and you've made any changes to it, go ahead and comment below with what kind of changes you've made to it. So that we can learn, you know, new ways of making it perhaps. All right, so there you have it. A great e-lunch or a great e-dinner that will fill up your stomach and help you lose the weight that you're trying to lose for Trim Healthy Mama. I appreciate everybody watching. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time with a new video. Be a blessing.
Be a blessing. I love that.
Bye.